Story 4, The Mind Robber, is the TARDIS is in the path of molten lava on the planet Dulcus, and the Doctor is forced to activate the emergency unit to move it out of harm's way. Unfortunately, the craft is also taken out of normal time and space, and out of reality itself. When the time travelers land nowhere, they stumble into a world peopled by fictional characters, Gulliver and Rapunzel, D'Artagnan and Sir Lancelot, but also by creatures from mankind's worst imaginings. If one were to describe the Mind Robber, the only words that would come to mind are surreal and random. Since this serial takes place in a land of pure fantasy, a lot of dream-like sets and situations occur that are both completely bizarre and yet surprisingly amazing, but also very, very, very random, for the sets are constantly changing from a blank, wide-out void-like of a set to a forest of trees that are shaped like letters, to a castle on the cliffs, and then to a computer database in a room. Even the characters are just completely random. We get characters from works of fiction, like I mentioned earlier when describing the story, to killer robots that were created just for the show. Everything is constantly changing and keeps the audience entertained, and also focused. I liked the idea and story with this one. I thought it was original, and a nice bit of an experimentation on the part of the writers, directors, and everybody involved. I also liked the idea that came up with to change Jamie's appearance for an episode, because actor Fraser Hines during rehearsal got chickenpox and had to be out for a week, so they pre-filmed something with him that the writers came up with, and it was an idea to freeze Jamie for one episode, and his face goes missing, and the Doctor had to put his face back together piece by piece. However, he does it wrong, and therefore a new actor takes the place for one episode. It was a neat little idea. And then Fraser Hines got well, so the next week they did the same thing. Jamie gets frozen again, but the Doctor correctly pieces his face back together, and thus Fraser Hines returns as Jamie. It was imaginative and a neat way to solve a problem. The enemy in this serial is a computer called the Master. Now, before you jump to conclusions, it's not the evil Time Lord Master. That has nothing to do with that. This is a computer. The evil Time Lord doesn't come to the Third Doctor. It's a computer that absorbs the imaginations of a host. It is currently harvesting energy from a writer, but needs the Doctor for unlimited power. Because it is absorbing a writer, fictional characters and places come alive. I thought it was cool. In the entire serial, Zoe wears this sparkly catsuit, and I can't say whether it is bad or good, I have to admit that. For she looks sexy, and the suit is nice. However, it is completely unnecessary, and really pegs the show as a complete 1960s style clothing. I guess it's up to the viewer if they like it or not. I kind of liked it. The writer that is being absorbed by the Master computer also acts as the voice of the computer. And the actor playing the writer did a beautiful job. He was great. He was eccentric and sinister. He was excited and joyful in a regular dialogue. You know, he was just, hey, hi, ho. But when he became evil, he was delightfully sinister. With his voice and facial features, I mean, he just really became evil. It was pretty good. This serial is very much for the children. For it is out there and can make one think the cast and crew are just running out of gas for material. You know, you could just really tell. However, I did find it fun to watch. I would have to give this serial 2.5 stars out of 5. The next Doctor Who review I will talk about is the serial that changed future Doctor Who stories and set a standard for the Third Doctor. It changed everything. It will feature the return of the Cybermen and bring back a character that will later become a recurring character Colonel Alistair Gordon Lethbridge Stewart, whom has been promoted to Brigadier, which he will be forever known. The serial is called The Invasion, one of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time.